So I just finished watching The Amazing Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire. And everything's cool. I'm a big fan of unarmed fights. I just love that because it's like a dance choreography. I really liked the way that he discovers his thing, and the way that very quickly they set up like the stakes of losing a loved one. Like you really feel for him losing his Uncle Ben. So, well done. It's a well-constructed film. The one thing that really pissed me off is at the end, which is a shame because otherwise it's a cool film. Why does Spider-Man think he's almighty? Like, he's almighty, sorry. He's almighty that he gets to decide for MJ. It's like, I know that it's a relationship and that he gets to decide whether he wants to be with MJ or not, but he doesn't even bring up the subject to her. He doesn't even open up and say hey, I'm actually Spider-Man, and if you really want to be with me, this is a huge risk, but I also want to take into consideration what you think. And because what if, because he's thinking maybe oh, I'm so big and grandiose and graceful, what's it called, giving, that I'm just gonna give you a better life so that you get to fall in love and be with someone else and have kids and have that person, be with you and not bring trouble and peril to everyone around him. But what if MJ's ultimate happiness lies in being with this guy Spider-Man? Who's to say if she won't be in her 40s with another person that she's with another partner and kids, and she's every night drinking alone, not drinking alone to her demise, but just thinking, staying late up night thinking, what if I could be with Peter Parker? What if? And why does Peter Parker decide that he has to make that decision for her? Obviously the most mature decision, in my opinion, would be for him to be hey, this is the situation, these are the cards that I've been dealt with, and take your time, make up your mind, decide whether you want to be a part of this or not, and I'm not gonna hold anything, against you, whether you decide to walk away or if you want to stick with me and potentially die, that's cool. But there's plenty of badass chicks and guys that are partners of someone that has a really dangerous job, and they know what the potential danger is, and they know that they might not see their loved one of these days, and they still have a full life because they loved who they chose to love. So sorry, excuse my language, but really, writers, this young boy decides the happiness of another girl's character. Of course, MJ just jumps from the arms of Flash and then into the arms of Harry and then into the arms of Peter Parker, and it's fine. Maybe it's a good thing that she gets rejected by Peter Parker, because finally she then has to discover who she is instead of jumping from one person's arms to the next. But yeah, it just pisses me off because obviously you could redeem her just being a Christmas ball, as a decoration rather than a fully fleshed character. I thought it was okay if you were just giving her a last choice, a last redeeming point where she gets to be you know what, Peter Parker, you're right, I don't want to be with you because I want a life, that's more chill, and that doesn't mean that I might die all the time. Or she might be you know what, Peter Parker, I'm gonna take that chance because, or give me 10 days, I'll have an answer after 10 days. I don't know, that's my opinion. What do you guys think? I don't know.